Hi, James.
Hi, Jan.
Good to see you again.
Nice to see you too.
How is it being on tour again? I think it's probably your first tour with BISON in quite a while, isn't it?
Yes.
Or especially in Europe.
Yeah, it's been 5 years since the last time we were here. And it's the longest tour that we've done since having children.
Did it change your touring rituals,
Yes.
having children? Are you more grown up now?
Let me put it this way. So on this tour, I've had more sleep than I've had like at home with the family. I get to sleep more on this tour.
Okay. Do you drink less than you drank before?
It's not so much drinking less, it's sort of drinking smarter.
How do you drink smarter?
Well, you start early and you sort of like regiment it so you can last up until you hit the stage without being too drunk to play. And then after you're done playing, like 4 beers and you're ready for bed.
You are now on a new label and you released You're Not the Ocean, You Are the Patient. Nobody understands that fucking title.
Nobody does, and it's kind of interesting to me because to me it's very just obvious. So the idea of the title and the record is, so you are not the ocean. So the ocean is vast and gives life, takes life, nurtures, controls the world, really. And then the patient is somebody that is controlled, observed, at the mercy of others, helpless. So I think that it's the contrast between nature and being a human being. That's pretty much it in a nutshell.
It is quite complicated, quite dark, quite dystopian, isn't it?
Yep.
So, what made you being this grim?
I have my idyllic life, my family, which is very energizing for creating. And I wrote it under these very comfortable conditions. And it was very easy to kind of really explore some more sort of dark things, knowing that I am surrounded by this love and support from my family. So I could sort of look into this abyss and not worry about kind of just being sucked into it.
What makes Pelagic different from, for example, Metal Blade, which is, of course, a much bigger family, but what is the difference with Pelagic? Because I think that your label situation before wasn't the luckiest one.
No. I think it's a pretty classic kind of rock and roll story. I grew up with Metal Blade bands, so I was like, initially it was great. But that's the sort of like, you know, once the romance is over, you know, then you kind of understand that music is not really art to a lot of people. It's business and it's money and it's yeah. It was just not. I didn't feel like a family.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. I think Pelagic is the type of label that sort of looks a little deeper in their roster. Like they're expanding, and it's not like there's a lot of different types of sounds on that label as well. Yeah. So I think that just lends to a more sort of creative atmosphere. It's not as churned out and mechanical and cold, you know. It's not just a bunch of like, you know, smiling dudes like, yeah man, fucking A, cool, like hey, do you think you could put some more skulls on the album cover? It's just more intimate, you know, and it's just more there was never a question about like the vision of the record.